Hello, it's Professor Holy Rock here again, and today our topic is why did you sell it? Why did you sell it? It's a question. I'm asking you, why did you sell it? Sell what? Your birthright. Why did you sell your birthright? A lot of people have sold their birthright and they know that they have sold it. There are other people too who have sold their birthright and they don't even know at all. Whatever category you fall, whether you know you have sold it or you have sold it and you know it, the thing is that you have sold your birthright. What is a birthright? A birthright is your right. A birthright is your right. Please take our time to research on birthright. If you sell your birthright, you will no longer have a birthright, but a birth left. But my prayer and teaching is that even though you have sold your birthright, knowingly or unknowingly, you will recover. The truth is that there is a solution for everything. So we are going to be looking into the manual of life. And I will tell you how people have sold their birthright. There are many ways people sell their birthright. So many ways. Sexually, financially, they are enormous. There are so many. But today I will focus on the sexual part. How people sell their birthright. And I'll focus on the men. Please subscribe to this channel because I am making a time to be dropping videos every day or twice or once in 2 days. This is my own way of correcting the rubbish that I am saying. So let's look at the manual of life. What is the manual of life? The Bible. You see, the phone you use, TV, fan, they all have manual. But you agree with me. In fact, let me ask you, when was the last time you read the manual of your phone? You bought a phone. I'm sure some persons in 1 year, they buy phone twice, 2 times or 3 times. Some people even buy phone every month. How many times, what year, when last did you read the manual that come with your phone? So you see, and when you start having issues with the phone, not knowing where to press, you start calling, please come and help me. Where? Because you left the manual. With the manual of life, if you can study the manual very well, you don't really need to ask much question. And if you want to ask, of course you must ask. You will know the right place to go. So the manual, I'm sure you are already in tune with this topic. Why did you sell it? Your mind should be going to this story of Esau and Jacob. Esau sold his birthright to his junior brother, and you saw what happened to him. Look at the life manual. Genesis 25. Genesis 25 from 29 to 34. Read it yourself. Now you see, 29 says, now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. He said, see, now Jacob cooked a stew. If you see people who are selling their birthright or who have sold their birthright, they didn't just sell their birthright. Something propelled them to sell their birthright. Nobody just sells their birthright. Nobody. Something must have triggered them to sell their birthright. But let me tell you, nothing is worth making you to sell your birthright. You heard that? Nothing is worth making you to sell your birthright. The reason people sell their birthright is because they don't understand the consequence. Why some people know, some don't know. However it is, the punishment is there. Now, let me bring it to the practical way. How people sell their birthright. Now, the men. A CEO of a company. Now, a CEO does not employ people. It is the managers or the supervisors or those who are in charge, because he's the CEO of company. Now, let me tell you this. Hardly will you see any woman that goes to look for a job and the person that will interview her didn't ask her for sex or didn't sleep with her. Take it to the bank. I repeat again. Hardly will you see. In fact, let me tell you. If any girl tells you that any woman tells you that she's going to look for a job, and the person that will interview her is a man, if that man doesn't fear God, he will demand for sex, and if she says no, she will lose the job. And if the woman that is going to look for a job too doesn't fear God, she will give in. Am I saying it is all men that do that? No, but there are very few, so few. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and any other good YouTube channel out there. If you feel this, if you feel you are learning something from this channel, subscribe. Click on the bell button and click on all so that you'll be the first to see and watch every video I drop, because I am making out time for this. I want to teach. If you feel you are getting something, click subscribe. It is free of charge. You're not paying anything. Subscribe. Not only my own. Any other channels that will add value to your life. I'm here for value. So let me continue. So that is that. If you are a man listening to me now and you're saying, why is this person saying that rubbish? You don't need to get angry. If you are a man and you don't do such a thing, when women come for interview in your company or in the place where you manage or you supervise, and you don't ask for sex, why are you angry? You shouldn't be angry. In fact, the people who are angry right now are those who do it. In fact, stay tuned to this channel, because I'll be revealing things, I'll be teaching, I'll be correcting, I'll be telling you the errors people are making. Now, this woman comes to look for interview to get a job, and the man that doesn't, and she meets a man who doesn't fear God, he will demand for sex. And if the woman too doesn't fear God, she will give him. Now, the moment the man does that, the man has sold his bride price. Don't forget, I said there are so many ways people sell their bride price. You can see Esau sold his own through food. He signed the signature with his word. You see, I will teach on, you don't sign a signature only with pen. In fact, the most dangerous signature to sign is the word of mouth. The word of mouth, the signature of the word of mouth. Because the signature of the word of mouth, police will not arrest you, but God will arrest you. But the one we use pen to sign is this man that will, and God also. I will teach on that one of these days. So the woman that came to look for a job greeted you, good morning, sir. Then you now demand for sex. That moment, the same woman that came and said, good morning, sir, if she wants to greet you again the next time, it is good morning. You won't see her inside. That is if she will even greet you. That's because you have sold your birthright sexually. Although some women go as far as even adding the sir. Good morning, sir. But when you look at it, if you are smart and you look at the way they greet, you know that something is fishing. It's not an ordinary greeting anymore. And for that moment, that man doesn't have control over that business, whether get or anywhere that woman or those women are involved. Imagine men who, let's say, 30 women came to look. 30 women are working in that company, and he's the one that is interviewing all of them, and he has slept with all of them because he must ask for, you must give him sex before you get that job, either as a cleaner, as a receptionist, as a this, and you will go to a mosque or to a church and you pray. These people, they pray a lot. So look at, you have sold your birthright. Now the CEO, who is not around, came in, and how are you? You're the new receptionist. He said yes. Instead of this man to just walk and go to his office, he too seen a sexy girl that, because the clothes she's wearing, this beautiful girl, due to the tight clothes she's putting on, those tight clothes that reveal all her shape, the waist, the lap, everything, making her to become sexy and not beautiful. The CEO, who doesn't fear God, begins to, how are you? Wow, you're beautiful. Wow. All those intimate things, and even go as far as touching her shoulders. From that moment, the same girl that saw you when you walked in for the first time and get at you, welcome sir, or good afternoon sir, and you started doing all those things, you have lost your value. The way she will greet you again. And these men don't know this thing, but they don't just care. All they want is to enter. So this way, the man has lost his birthright. A husband, your wife's sister is living with you because you don't fear God. Of course, there are so many sisters who will want, they will know that this man is the husband to their sister. They will make sure they will seduce their sister's husband. There are women that guess, there are sisters like that. There are a lot of them. Now, but I want to talk about the sister who doesn't want to do that, who hates that. Yet the man who fears God, let me use the word, the girl fears God, but the husband doesn't fear God. A husband married to his sister, you're having sex with your sister, and you still cheat outside, yet you still want to sleep with your sister, your wife's sister. The moment you begin to, man, you're beautiful, the way you know this and that, this and that, and the girl is saying, my sister's husband, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Saying, forget, who will tell her? Let's do this thing. See, and you begin to, some men, they can, oh my God, you begin to do those things and lure a girl who doesn't want to seduce you. Of course, so many sisters, what they wear, even when they don't intend to seduce the husband, what they wear at home provokes the husband to enter, or to want to enter. And I wonder how wives, as a wife, you bring your sister and you are watching her dress like that, and every wife should know the kind of husband they marry. Whether you marry a husband that fears God, that doesn't mean that your sister should come into that house and be dressing anyhow, because that man can fall. So you must do your best to protect the integrity of your husband if you too fear God. But what I say today, the husband doesn't fear God, the wife doesn't fear God, people don't fear God anymore. They only call upon God. Go to church, go to the mosque. People, God, Jesus, but fear him. God said, don't steal. For where? After calling on Jesus, Oluwa, Jesus